everyone. I know this is another SAKA video, but I'm going to have a little introductory sale this week, I think. But this is the SAKA that I use all the time. We use a SAKA, the self-advancing knee ascender, in conjunction with a foot ascender so that we can have nice even strides as we go up the tree and make going up the tree very efficient and easy. This configuration is something I've been using for a while when you don't have the foot ascender, and I use it when I'm setting up a hammock or a tree boat up in the tree. I'll get up in the tree, I'll do all my setup, and then when I go up there at night, I just wear a rock climbing harness and I just go straight up to my hammock. But what I do is I'll take off my climbing boots even. I'll go up there in my bare feet and I use double foot loop on my SAKA. All I've done is added one foot loop and a couple of carabiners. And we're going to demonstrate this both SRT and DDRT. But it makes it a sit-stand method. It's kind of like foot locking, except you don't have all the funky twisted foot angles, and you're not having to lift the rope with your foot on every motion. So it's still pretty efficient, and as long as you're not doing a whole bunch of bouncing every time you do that sit and stand, you're not putting a lot of forces, excess forces on the tree. So that's the configuration. I'll put it on with my boots and we'll do a couple of ascents, and then just for fun we'll go up with bare feet. But regular SAKA, 2 extra foot loops, and a couple extra small carabiners that I will include in the package. So we'll give this a try. Okay, I think I'm ready to go up a rope. I don't normally put a bag or a weight on my line because I have one foot that holds it down, and I usually, once I've taken a step, it tends nicely. But in this case, I'm lifting up both feet, and so I put a 20-ounce bag on my line just to temporarily hold that. I can shake that loose if I want later. If it bothers me, I just put a bite through the ring, and when I jerk on it, it'll come through. So take a step or two, check everything, all is secure, all is secure. Okay, I'm going to go up the rope as if I might if I was going to climb up to my hammock for the night. I'm going to take my boots off, but I'm going to use a SAKA with the double foot loop configuration. In this case, I'm going to use a double hand ascender. You could also do this if you wanted to, if you have a good grip, you can just put the carabiner on your finger and ascend with your hands this way. I've extended the bungee of the SAKA since I'm going to be having it held high. I wanted to have that extra length. But it's going to be a sit-stand method using something that you might with a frog walker configuration. And I will be gentle not to sit-stand real hard to induce extra load in the tie-in point. You can sit all the way down and extend your hands, or you can hold your hands up and just bring your legs up as you inchworm up the rope. So kind of a couple different ways you could do the same motion. But I take my boots off, we'll give this a try. Alright, this is a close-up of the configuration. So you have a hand ascender, and there's the bungee that goes to the SAKA, and all of this is above your climbing system. So here's my multi-sender attached to my harness, and then the bottom of the SAKA is just attached to a tether that, in my case, I use these foot loops that I use for positioning sometimes. But if you had some kind of a little saddle foot stirrups, you'd really be able to step out of those fast. But the concept is that everything that's attached to the rope is above your harness. So when you're ready to come down after you've done your sit stand or the basic footlock method going up the rope, you just hit your multi-sender and come down out of the tree and step out of the foot loops.